Micro Machine Man, presenting the most midget miniature motorcade of micro machines. Each one has dramatic details, terrific trims, stupendous style and precision paint jobs, working wheels, micro machine cars, vast variety, including Lamborghini, Trans Am, Corvette, 4x4 Blazer, pickup Charger, and many...
What's up, everyone? Movie Mania Nick here. I just went to go see the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp. It starred Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Michael Pena, and the director was Peyton Reed. So this movie is basically about, as Scott Lang balances being both a superhero and a father, Hope Van Dyne, who is the Wasp, and Dr. Hank Pym present an urgent new mission that finds Ant-Man fighting alongside the Wasp to uncover secrets from their past. Alright guys, so I went to go see this movie, and actually I liked it. I enjoyed it. I saw the first one, so this is just a kind of a continuation into the second one, but it's been, I think, I don't know how many years, like couple years, 3 years, what they say it in the movie. But anyway, yeah, it's a fun, I think it's a fun adventure movie. It's good. Most of the characters are back. You know, Paul Rudd is Ant-Man with his comical behavior. What else can I say? Michael Douglas as Dr. Hank Pym, he was good. Blah, 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 I can't even say her name. Evangeline Lilly, there we go, as the Wasp. She did very well. She was badass in this movie. Of course, you had Michael Pena, too, as the comic relief. And even as one of the agents, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, I should say. He was pretty funny, too, with the one-liners. Everybody was good, especially with the comic, the jokes, the one-liners. I laughed. It was a good movie. It definitely had the sense of humor in this movie. Then we had Lawrence Fishburne. He was in this movie. He was actually associate with Dr. Hank Pym. There's a lot of backstories in this. I have to admit though, there's a lot of there's like 2 or 3 stories going on at the same time in this movie. You have to pay close attention to what's going on. Okay, now we have the villains. All right, Ghost, good villain, from the comics too, as usual. Very good character. It had toward the end. It had a backstory to that, and like I said, I don't want to do any spoilers because you have to see this movie. Explains everything. Then we have, what's his name? Michael Coggins. That's his name. He was a villain, but he was like too much of a happy villain. He was like, "Hey, I'm here. Hello, everybody." The southern drawl accent. It was like. Honestly, his character was useless. I wouldn't really say he was a villain, but they kind of put him in as kind of a villain in a way. I actually thought his character and his henchmen were annoying. It's like you think it's like, oh, they're gonna get away. Boom, they show up. It's like, where did they come from? It's like, go away. Then we have Michelle Pfeiffer's character, who plays the mom, but you have to see it to understand it. I'm not going to tell you the story. No spoilers here. I mean, it had its action. It had its great action. The cinematography was good. I like how they were shrinking. The same thing, shrinking down the buildings, the cars. Getting large from Ant-Man, just like the original one where he blew up to a large Ant-Man. But like I said, I really don't want to say too much because I don't want to give away any spoilers. I recommend to go see this movie. Like I said, it was a fun adventure movie, especially if you like the first Ant-Man. Hopefully you watch this, and I think you're gonna like this. I definitely recommend to see this movie. Now it's time for fun facts. This is set in Chapter 8 of Phase 3 in the MCU, which we all know stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. This film takes place in the aftermath of Captain America Civil War. In the comics, the Ghost has never fought Ant-Man. Also, Lawrence Fishburne plays Dr. Hank Pym's rival colleague, Bill Foster, who in the comics was the African-American superhero Black Goliath. This does contain a mid- and post-credit scene. The film's title is never shown on screen until the credits. And of course, there is a Stan Lee cameo. And finally, in the comics, the Ghost and Sonny Birch were enemies of Iron Man. And just to give you guys up, I think I will do a spoiler post-credit, the 2 ending scenes. So stay tuned for that if you want to watch it. I recommend, if you didn't see this movie, do not watch that yet. But overall, as always, thank you for watching, support, smash that like button, share, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!